Welcome to the next part of compound time signature. Here we shall be classifying the different forms of compound time signatures. If you have been around musicians, an orchestra, or any musical ensemble, you might have heard them using these words: compound, duple, or compound, triple, or compound, quadruple. Now, when is a time signature in compound considered to be compound duple, compound triple, compound quadruple? Here, you use your mathematical understanding. When there is existence in twos, we say there is duple existence. In the case of threes, we say triple. In the case of fours, we say quadruple. That is the beat, the compound beat. The compound beat. In compound time signature, there is a tendency of the notes being grouped in threes. For example, you find the quavers grouped in threes, which will be which amount to the value of a dotted crotchet. Using your mathematics, you will discover that this, in case of two dotted crotchets, you will find one dotted minimum. Now, for example, in 6, 6, 8, this kind of compound time signature, where does it qualify to be here? If you group the upper number, actually the name is derived by considering the way the beat is behaving on grouping the upper number. If you group the upper number in threes, you'll find two bunches of threes, because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So group in threes, this batch, you'll find two bunches of threes. So you say this is duple. So therefore 6, 8 is compound duple. So 6, 8 is a good example there. In case you come here, when is a compound time signature considered to be triple? So it will be 1, 2, 3, the first bunch, 1, 2, 3, the other bunch, 1, 2, 3, the other bunch. These threes, you get it, they amount to 9 of the quavers. So 9, 8. So this is an example of compound triple. So we have 9, 8. So when is it quadruple? On this 9, 8, in case we add one more bunch of threes, 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the existence of the bunches in fours amount to a quadruple. A quad in mathematics meaning 4. So this is like 3 times 4 is 12. So 12, 8 is an example of compound time signature in quadruple. So 12, 8 is a quadruple, is a compound quadruple time signature. In case the beat is derived from a semiquaver, so the bottom number will now be 16. So for example, 6, 16, for example, 6, 16, this means semiquavers. The beat belongs to semiquavers. These semiquavers, then you group them in threes. So you ask yourself, how many groups of 3 semiquavers will be found in 6, a value of 6. So when you group them, 1, 2, 3, 1, first grouping 1, 2, 3, the other grouping. So you will discover that you have 2. So the 2 mathematically means duple. So it's 6, 16 is an example of compound duple. In case I add one more group, so we shall have 1. Let me use a different pen. We shall have 1, 2, 3. So we say the 3 gives us a try. So we say try means 3. So we shall say 9, 16 is an example of compound triple time signature. In case we add one more bunch of 3s, these 3s, remember, are the semiquaver bits. So we shall have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 bits, four groups of the semiquaver bits. Remember, this is in a measure, within one measure, one bar. So if at all in one bar you have groups of 4 or 4s, or for the semiquavers, we say this is a chord. Mathematically, chord means 4. So this means it will be 12, 16. So 12, 16 is an example of compound quadruple time. Compound quadruple time. So we have 6, 8, 6, 16 under compound duple, 9, 8, 9, 16 under compound triple, 12, 8, 12, 16 under compound quadruple. Thank you for listening.